What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Handmade and Beyond podcast. I'm your host, LL, leader of the handmadeandbeyond.com website and community. I'm a self-employed entrepreneur, an Etsy expert, and business coach who's figured out how to make my entire living with my handmade business. Each week, I'll dive into strategies and success tips to help you with your handmade business, with Etsy, and everything in between. Let's dive in. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Handmade and Beyond podcast. Glad to have my handmade and Etsy peeps back with me today. I got an awesome podcast for you that I'm super excited about that I think is really going to help you guys out a lot. So I'm really jacked up to talk about it. And what the topic is today, just to dive in, hopefully you guys all had a really good Thanksgiving. You probably ate too much like I did. That's what Thanksgiving is all about, eating too much and then, taking naps, waking back up and eating a little bit more. Maybe you guys watched some football. So it was a pretty good break from the day-to-day grind, especially this year. It's been a little bit chaotic, a little bit hectic, and, always very, very busy, at least for myself. So it's always good to take a step back and, chill out, eat good food, and relax a little bit. So hopefully you guys all were able to do the same. You're all refreshed, all ready to dive back into your handmade and Etsy businesses. And it's probably a pretty busy time for a lot of you guys. This is a busy time of the year. A lot more people are shopping online. So I digressed a little bit, but today's topic, I'm going to talk about 5 of my favorite tools that I use in my Etsy and handmade business. A lot of running a business, a lot of selling on Etsy is not only about the Etsy platform. You have to branch out a little bit, especially if you've been doing it a little while. I wouldn't suggest branching out and using every tool and every shiny object in the world when you're first starting out, because what that ends up doing is it hinders on your progress because you're worried about everything but what you should be worrying about. But when you're ready to start taking on a little bit more and use resources to help you grow, this is definitely part of that. So I'm going to talk about 5 of my favorite tools that I use in my business that help me. And really what it comes down to is I want to use stuff that either helps me be more efficient so I can save time, because time is money. Time is finite. It's the only thing that we can't get more of. So wherever I can save time in my business, I do it. I take that on head on. I will always welcome anything I can do to save time and saving money and making money. So that's, if it helps me be more efficient, save time, helps me make more money, more sales, I'm all about those 2 things. So when I'm looking at something else to add to the business, something else to add into the mix, does it meet that criteria? If it's just another shiny object that's not going to help me do those 2 things, then I'm not really. I'll put it on the back burner rather. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through these 5. They're in no particular order. I hold these all in the same regard because it all help me equally. And I'm going to dive into them. I'll show you, if you're watching this, I'll show you. If you're not watching, I'll do my best to just kind of explain, what I'm doing. I'm not going to do a deep dive. I'm not going to do any crazy demonstrations. That'll be for future podcasts and future videos. I really just want to hit on these 5 tools and why I like them, and then so you guys can check them out. You can download them. You can use them. You can go and use them in your Etsy business and give them a shot. All right, jumping right in. The first one that I'm going to talk about is an SEO and product research tool. It's a great tool. They're always adding new features. It's Elora. And keep in mind, all these links to these resources I'm going to put in the show notes, or wherever you're watching, you'll have direct links. So I am a partner with Elora. And the reason why I partner with some of these companies is because they give me extra insight, and they allow me to give them feedback that in return helps you guys, and feedback based on what you guys tell me as well. So that's why it's always good to form a partnership, because I get to know things first. I get to share it with you guys first. In return, I get to make the product, hopefully, at least give some feedback to make the product better and refine it. And I only talk about stuff that I actually use and like. I'm not going to sit here and talk about something that I don't even use. I'm not about that. All right, so Elora is really cool. They have a lot of different resources, and they're always adding more based on what you guys need. And they're really good about that as far as listening to their audience and what Etsy sellers need. So this helps you find actionable keywords that you can use for your listing. So they have a couple of features that are really handy that I like to use. The first one is a keyword finder. So you can go in here and you can put a specific keyword up top here, hit search, and it tells you based on that specific keyword how many favorites, competition, how many sales, which I really love. You can tell how many sales each keyword is getting on average for the top 100 listings analyzed, the average price, the total views, and then below it has similar keywords with the same metrics. So not only can you check a keyword that you're thinking about, you can get other keyword ideas to use in your listings that apply, and you can base it on sales. Favorites and views are great, but they're really vanity metrics. So what we're really worried about is getting more sales. So this helps you do that. You can search for any keyword, mix it up, and you get a really good chunk of related keywords. And then it also has trending keywords at the bottom. So this is a really cool tool in the platform. The newest tool, and I'm probably going to do a in-depth video on this later, but is the listing helper. So this tool helps you analyze your existing listings, and it gives you actionable recommendations for changes that you can make. So you can go into any of these listings. It'll give you a score based on how many actions it's recommending that you take. I mean, you don't have to make these changes. It's just recommended, and they based it on recommendations in the Etsy seller handbook. So this is stuff that's actually in the handbook that they tell sellers to use these best practices so they can perform their listings, can perform better. So it's all based on that. So it breaks down each section and recommended changes as far as title, photos, description, tags, and then other suggestion based on sales performance, conversion rate, trademark infringement, if you have anything that are being flagged. So just really, really helpful. You can go in here and basically do an audit on your listings and see if there's anything glaring that you need to clean up. And in return, the whole goal is to help you guys perform better and get more sales. So I love this new feature that they just added. And then they also have a Chrome extension in here. So you can do any search for whatever. I'm just going to do something random. You do your search in the search bar, and then you hit the Chrome extension, and the Chrome extension will bring up the top listings related to what you're searching for. And so you can go in, you can see the actual product, the actual shop selling it, the price, the favorites, total sales, monthly sales, monthly revenue, which is super awesome. So it gives you actionable stuff again, so you can check out, maybe you want to check out your competitors, your competition, or maybe you're just trying to get an idea of, is there a demand out there for something that I am selling? So it's a great tool. It's right there in your Chrome extension. You download it and you can use it. A couple of clicks, boom, super fast, super easy to use. You don't got to go through extra steps. So I really am super high on Elora, and they're really doing a good job as far as bringing out stuff that's very actionable. But definitely more to come down the road on them. But I like using them, and I would definitely recommend them. The next product that I'm going to talk about, the next tool I'm going to talk about, is Aweber. And this is a platform, it's a CRM for email marketing. So you can collect emails from customers. You can create opt-ins for like coupon codes, and you can basically create an audience of people that have bought from you or want to buy from you, and then keep them, send out newsletters, send out sales, send out stuff about your shop, about your brand, keep them abreast of what's going on in your business and in your shop, so you can build that following, build that audience. Aweber integrates right within Etsy, which is super nice. Their customer support is probably one of the best, if not the best, that I've ever dealt with. And I've used them for years. They're super easy to contact, very helpful, and they have a lot of resources on here to help you build your email list up. And if you're not sure what you're doing, super easy to figure it out. They have step-by-step walkthrough tutorial videos, and all that good stuff. Again, I am a partner with Aweber as well because what can I say? They're awesome. I've been with them for years. I trust them. They're up to date as far as the new features that they have, and they have a really, really good plan and a really good free plan. So I'm going to put this link as well below. But if you're thinking about building an email list, start building an audience so you can sell, you want to sell more to people more than once. It's way easier to sell to existing or previous customers than new customers. So it's maybe a great thing to start building your business with email as well down the road. You may not want to do this right at the beginning, but it's good to do it down the road. It's another way to build on your business and treat your Etsy business like a real company, because every business has, most of them have emails. So it's a great addition. The next one I'm going to talk about is Canva. So this is a really good platform. So you can create images, photos. You can edit images and photos. It can help you create images for, like, you're running a sale, or if you want to create your banner image, adjust your banner image, anything image related. For social media, you can create specific images with specific sizes for your social media platforms. It all has those preset sizes in there and templates. Lots of templates, lots of resources in there. Really good free plan. I've used this for years as well. So Canva is completely awesome to use. So I would highly recommend it. It helps you put together pictures really fast, and you don't have to mess with Photoshop if you're not familiar with Photoshop. Photoshop's a lot harder to learn. This is very, very easy to use, very easy to learn. So I highly recommend Canva as well. The next one's a little not as exciting as the other ones, but it can be helpful, especially as your business starts to grow. This one is QuickBooks. Again, this integrates with your Etsy shop, so you can download it. Basically, you can upload or download, whatever you want to call it. It uploads your stats and your sales information and your expenses right from your Etsy shop and imports it, your fees and all that stuff, imports it into QuickBooks. So you can sort out your expenses. And then if you use TurboTax, it transmits that to TurboTax as well. So if you eventually go down the road of filing, filling out, whatever you want to call it, I can't talk today. But if you do an LLC, which as your business grows down the road, you would want to think about doing, not necessarily right at the beginning and the early stages, but down the road to help protect your assets and save you money at come tax time, might want to do an LLC. And then this helps you track your expenses, manage your money. It's a lot easier. For the first couple of years, I did all that stuff by spreadsheets manually. It took me hours. It was ridiculous. I can't believe I ever did it that way. That's just a number of things that you do that doesn't make any sense because you don't know any better when you start out. So that's why I'm here giving you guys the 411 so you don't do stupid stuff that I did. Anyways, so this is really easy to use. It integrates with Etsy. I would highly recommend it to track expenses, and you can import credit cards. Like if you have a business credit card, you can import your bank accounts and go through, and it makes it really easy to sort and track expenses. And then also come tax time to be able to fill out and file your taxes a lot easier. So I've used these guys for the last couple of years, and it's really made my life a lot better. So I would definitely check it out. All right, the last one I'm going to leave you guys with is Vella. So this is a really cool tool. They have a free plan, and basically what it does is it imports all your listings and allows you to make bulk edits. So you can go in here and bulk edit really anything you want. If you want to edit your titles, your descriptions, if you want to edit your tags, your what else? Pretty much anything, categories. It allows you to edit anything in here at a really, it makes it super fast. So there's been a number of times where I had to go in, maybe I have a picture that I need for like specifications or something like that. And I need to add it to all of my pictures. Well, I've had to go back and do it to 200 listings, go into each one by one by one. That is maddening. That's worse than watching paint dry. So this allows you to do it, or you can add changes and apply it to all your listings at once. Even if you don't want to do to everything at once, you can go through there and put it in a list form. So you can change stuff a lot more rapidly than you can in Etsy. Etsy has gotten better where you can do bulk changes, but you still can't do everything. Vella allows you to do everything at once, and pretty much anything you'd want to change, you can, and it'll save you a lot of time. So I've used these guys for many, many years. They've always been awesome, easy to use, user friendly, no bugs or anything like that. All right, so those were my five favorite tools that I use for my Etsy business to make me more efficient and to make me more money. That's when what really matters the most. Saving time, making more money. That's why we're all here. That's why we all do what we do. So I was really pumped to share those with you. The links are going to be below if you guys want to check those out. And I'll be back for future videos to share more of the tools that I use. But yeah, if you're starting out, if you're just starting out, don't feel the need to use all these tools and chase all these shiny objects. This is stuff that you want to add to your business as you grow. The main thing when you start out is you don't want to get sidetracked. You got to stay on task. Don't be chasing all these different things. Because in return, it's just really going to slow you down. And when you're starting, it's really more important about building your shop up and getting that ready to go. Get comfortable with that. But hopefully that helps you out. All the links are going to be posted below for you. If you guys want to join the Handmade and Beyond community, I would love to have you. I don't know what you're waiting for. Come in there, join the community, like-minded people growing their Etsy businesses. I do even more in-depth videos on some of these tools in the masterclass. I dive in, show you exactly what to do, exactly how to use some of these tools. And I'm always adding new videos in the masterclass, whether it be for tools, marketing strategies, sales strategies, best practices, everything I've done to grow my shop to 6 figures for the last 3 years consecutively. That's my main goal, is to help other Etsy sellers do the same. Whether you want to make enough extra money to pay for your car payment, you want to make enough extra money to step away from your 9-to-5 and do Etsy full time, or do your handmade business full time. That is what I want to help you do. So I highly encourage you to take advantage of the Handmade and Beyond community. There's a link below for a 30-day free trial. Get in there, test drive everything out, work with me, send me a message in the help forum. Let me take a look at your shop. Let me give you feedback to help you. Don't follow in the same footsteps that I did, where I didn't know what the heck I was doing for the first couple of years, and I moved super slow. I was super confused, and I just really couldn't figure things out. It took me a lot longer than it should have. So that's my goal now, is to move you guys along a lot faster than than my journey took. Because why waste time when you don't have to? Let me show you how. There's a link below to that. Hopefully I see you in there. Shoot me a message in the community today if you join. I would love to work with you guys. Outside of that, I'll be back next week with another awesome podcast for you. Have an awesome rest of your day.